At the time of its premiere, the Rugrats Passover episode was the most viewed show in Nickelodeon history, but not everyone was happy with how it depicted Jewish people. Here's how this 1995 classic came to be. The idea for the episode first came up in 1992, when Nickelodeon asked the Rugrats staff to consider making a Hanukkah special, but the writers thought it would be funnier and of more historical interest to do a Passover episode instead. One of the episode's co-writers, Jonathan Greenberg, said in an interview in 2023 that they went with Passover because it's actually the most important Jewish holiday, except for maybe Yom Kippur. And that compared to other Rugrats scripts, this one came together pretty easily. Quote, "We just used the Charlton Heston movie, The 10 Commandments. We didn't even have to look at the Haggadah. We just watched the film and did whatever they did in the 1950s. One challenge the writers faced was making a more G-rated version of the story that wouldn't be too frightening to children. So they left out plagues like the river turning to blood and people getting boils. And rather than killing the firstborn, the final plague is euphemistically changed to taking away the firstborn." Greenberg said the episode works because it aligns the themes of freedom and childhood. A lot of childhood is about wanting to do stuff and not being allowed to do it. If you tell it right, the themes of Passover should have a natural resonance for kids. The writer also revealed that the episode's particularly off-color joke about a Chinese baby offering up fortune cookies would not have been included today. Recording the episode's dialogue took up to 4 hours for some of the cast members. And then the episode premiered on April 13th, 1995, as the season 3 finale. Passover began 2 days later on April 15th that year. The show was a big hit, earning a 3.1 Nielsen rating, which network executive Catherine Mullally said was the highest rated show in Nickelodeon history. It was a big deal that an animated kids show would feature a Jewish tradition such as this, and that it would depict characters having overt religious affiliations at all. The New York Times said it was, if not a first, a rarity. The episode was nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program, as well as an Annie Award and a Cable Ace Award. TV critic Ted Cox said it's among the best holiday TV specials ever produced. And a number of Jewish community publications applauded the episode. In 2021, reformjudaism.org called it a love letter to a large part of Jewish culture. But back in the 90s, the Anti-Defamation League had one bone to pick. It thought that the grandparents, Boris and Minka, resembled anti-Semitic drawings from a 1930s German newspaper. Then Nickelodeon president Albie Hecht, who is Jewish himself, was shocked by this criticism and found it absurd. Now please, don't close that door.